My name is Patty Connolly, and about 12 years ago I discovered one of Marietta, Georgia's best kept secrets. I'm referring to Winnwood Retirement Community. I don't really have a script. I'm just going to speak to you straight from the heart and tell you about my experience and how I came to know Winnwood and what it's meant to me and to my family. So my mother and I scheduled some appointments to go, and the first one was to Winnwood. We turned off Busy Whitlock and went up the drive, and we're so surprised to see these two beautiful Victorian buildings sitting there on this manicured, picturesque view of all the trees and the walking trails. And we walked in, and it was just as pretty inside. The decor was beautiful, and it was a very happy place because the residents were happening to have a charity yard sale that morning, so there was activity everywhere. So we met the young lady who was to take us on our tour, looked at several apartments, and talked to some of the residents. Even though they were busy with their yard sale, they took time to talk to us and were so friendly. So when the tour ended, my mother, who is a very practical person and has never makes a rash decision ever in her life, turned to me and said, "This is where I want to live. I know I can be happy here." And I thought, "Really?" And she said, "Yes." So needless to say, we tore up the list of the other places, we canceled the appointments, and a few weeks later, my mother moved into Winnwood Retirement Community. But we were pleasantly surprised, first of all, to be practical, as she is, how affordable Winnwood is. It's unique in the fact that among retirement communities, at least from what I found, it's not a conglomerate. It is a family-owned business, and the Rawls family own it. There is usually always one of the Rawls family on site that you can stop and talk to, or in my mother's case, get a big hug. After living here at Winnwood for about 10 years, my mother decided to write her memoirs to be included in a book about her life. And in these memoirs, she dictated these words, and I am going to read this because this is a direct quote from her that's included in her book. "I dreamed of growing old gracefully, but I never dreamed of finding such a perfect place to do so. But I did. I can truthfully say that the last few years have been some of the happiest and certainly the most carefree years of my life." So if you or a loved one or a friend or even a neighbor is looking for a retirement community, a place to retire, then stop by Winnwood and take a tour, and maybe you will fall in love with it at first sight, just like we did.